You're so outrageous.
Welcome to my kitchen. Yet another angle of my apartment that no one has seen. For history, for the history of it, basically this desk was where I sat last week, and I realized it didn't fit in my bedroom, so I moved it to the kitchen. These are the kinds of things you do in a New York apartment, I suppose. It's very close to the microwave. It's very close to the counter, which you can't see. The counter, which is marble, but made of plastic. I'll show you a visual about that some other time. Welcome to the show. This week is very special. Do you want to come say hi, Pete? Come here. Oh, he hasn't said hi in a while, so he wants to say hi. I'm feeling a little bit better just to catch everybody up on what's going on with me. I was sick all week. I did go on antibiotics. I went on prednisone and felt like Superwoman all week because of the prednisone. And I also feel a little bit fat. That's what happens when you get on a steroid like that. But I do feel much better. I feel a lot better. Andy and I are off this week because it's Thanksgiving. I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for Anna Nicole. I'm on episode 4 of season 1. This episode it centers around the dentist, something I know a lot about, and it centers around a trip to Magic Mountain, which is a Six Flags family theme park. I don't know if you can also see, I installed my, installed, you don't really say installed. I got a plant. I didn't install a plant. I got a plant. It's back there. I don't know if you can see. It's a rubber plant. It doesn't require a lot of light because, again, my apartment doesn't get any. And I put the neon sign behind the couch. And I have a listener who very generously let me borrow his Design Within Reach 50% off discount. So I have a really cute lamp. Those are the things that are exciting me today. Rubber tree, DWR lamp. And also, my friend David got me 2 housewarming gifts. These are 2 Diptyque candles, myrrh, of frankincense and myrrh, I believe. I'm going to open them and I'm going to smell them right now. Do you like Diptyque? Oh, it smells good already. Myrrh. I'm assuming this is myrrh, like frankincense and myrrh. You know, Doug Buden and I talked about this. You know, you hear about frankincense a lot, but not a lot about myrrh. Well, color me surprised when I now have a myrrh candle. Hold on. It smells so good. Just in time for the holidays. A little myrrh for the Christ child. Oh, maybe I should read this literature. I mean, who's going to read all that? Who's going to read all that? Not me. Oh my gosh. This is such a fancy gift. I don't get a whole lot of like fancy gifts like this. Look at this. I'm smelling the candle. I love it. It smells like soap in a good way. I mean that as a compliment. Like a really nice, energetic soap. It's like a bracing, refreshing soap. It's not minty. It's not eucalyptusy. It's kind of myrrhy. Huh. Okay, so that's one. Here's the next one. This is Feu de Bois. I'm not really an ASMR queen, but I'm going with it. Beautiful packaging. Again, literature that nobody's going to read. This is like 75 pages. Who wrote this? Who sat down to write the 75 pages of the Diptyque insert? Oh, I see. It's in 8. It's in other languages. Ooh, a gorgeous green color in this one. Feu de Bois. I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to let it transport me to wherever the world it wants me to go to. Feu de Bois. Obsessed. It's smoky. It smells like it's a smoky fire with a little dirt. smoky dirt. I need to cleanse my phalanges with coffee beans. It's like a campfire. It's like a sexual campfire. Oh, wow. This has got to be boring watching someone smell candles on the internet. But I don't care. I'm literally loving this. Okay. One is like daytime. The other one's nighttime. There are two perfect candles. Thank you to my friend David. Love you. I wonder if these are in the shot. I want to keep them. I'll put one here. Right there. I'll put one right here. Okay. Okay, there's that. I smelled those candles. I should delete this whole thing. Let's just jump into the episode. So the episode revolves around two things. Like I said, the dentist and Magic Mountain. But the problem with those two statements is there is also another story point that they kind of toss in there, and that is the budding romance between Anna Nicole and her assistant Kimmee. There is, well, we'll get there. I think the show has a new show open. She opens the show with "I'm Anna Nicole. I like fast cars and fast food." I feel like where they are now, like episode 4, they're starting to get a sense of what people like from her, what people are watching and tuning in for, and I think they maybe are now directing her to play up certain stuff. They established the dentist. Anna hates the dentist. Now, one aspect of this is that Anna is, no disrespect to the dead, a drug seeker, a doctor shopper. She has gone to the dentist she's gone to the dentist that will sedate her completely, or as much. Granted, she needs 20 crowns and many root canals, so she should be sedated. But like, she's even dropping the name Vicodin. He better he better really knock me out. I only say this because, as I've established before, I did the same thing. I was in South Carolina once shooting a show for TLC, and I had a cavity, and I went to get it fixed just so I could get the painkillers. I could have waited till I went home to LA. And then when I ran out of them, I went to the emergency room, and I was like, something's wrong with my tooth. It was like a Saturday night. Like, you have to get, and they gave me like Oxy. Like, I was hardcore. So I'm not saying that she was doing that with this. I think her teeth were really messed up, but like, it is something that people do. Like, there's stories of those ladies who like shoot a hole in their leg so they can go get more Oxy. Like, you get that desperate when you're addicted to pills. That's a separate issue. Please don't come at me. I'm just saying it reminded me of some stuff that I did when I had some teeth issues. Speaking of teeth issues, in 2 weeks, I go to Smile, Texas, because Tamra Judge referred me to her place, Smile, Texas, where she got her teeth done. I need a whole lot of dental implants. I need about as much work as Anna Nicole does need in this episode. And I'm going to have bottom teeth for once. I don't want to go into it. I've said this too many times, and it's embarrassing. But like, I inherited my dad's teeth. They are chalk. They're just made of chalk. They crumble, and I ground them. It's not because I did meth. It's because, like, I mean, I did it a couple times, but that's not why my teeth are bad. They're always been bad. They've been bad since I was 13. The girls in my family have great teeth. I had terrible teeth, and I went to a dental. One time, I was so overwhelmed with how much it was going to cost that I went to a dental school. When I worked at Watch What Happens Live, I would go on Thursdays to the dental school, NYU dental school, and they would fix what they could for cheap because I needed so much done. And that was so stupid, because now I'm undoing all the shitty work those students did. So somebody says, "Oh, just go to a dental school. It's all the same." It isn't. It isn't. And then you're going to have to pay $75,000 for a whole new mouth when you're 50. Okay. On their way to the dentist, Howard says, "Oh, here's a book. Why are you giving Anna Nicole Smith a book to make her feel better on the way to the dentist?" She's mad, but it's a porn book about midget porn, and I know that midget is probably insensitive term, but that's what they used in a small person porn, and it's a book about a small person getting having sex, and then he makes her read from it. So it's just this odd. Anna Nicole Smith is on her way to the dentist. She's in a lot of pain, yet she's reading midget porn from a big book in the car ride over there. And Howard is such a perv for making her read it. God, these candles. My God. Foi de bois. Okay, sorry, back to this. Anna reads some of the midget porn. Now, take a look at this. Here's Anna recalling methods of getting off from her childhood. I'll give you a hint. One is her dad's truck. The other is her mom's vibrator.
Dad had this pickup truck, and I'd always like ride in the. I always lay down in the pickup truck because he had the pickup truck would be doing that, and I would like lay right in the middle of the pickup truck. And on my stomach, I'd be laying down and it'd be going, and I'd be going, I'd be getting off on my dad's pickup truck. And another time I used to get off when I was little, my mom used to have the vibrator. She had this vibrator, and I'd go and get the vibrator out of my mom's, under her sink. When everyone was gone, I'd take it out, I'd plug it in, and I'd go, I'd get off that way too with my mom's vibrator.
After she goes to the dentist, it's sad to see her under the anesthesia and just her mouth there. I'm glad she's getting this shit fixed. It's triggering for me to watch when I know I'm going to have to be in that seat in 2 weeks. Smile, Texas. I got a haircut today also, and I hate my haircut. I feel like I look like a 50-year-old insurance salesman from Indiana. No offense, I'm sure they all are hot, but I just feel like it's such a basic haircut. I need to think of a new style. I need to have some young, non-binary person just razor me down and say, here's going to be your new look for the winter. I don't know. I just feel so basic. That was a tangent. Oh, so you see her at the dentist, and then she randomly is playing Twister the next morning with a friend who she says, hey, I like your teeth. Let's go back to the dentist so he can look at your teeth and give me your teeth. That's a whole scene that I would have been cut. I would have thought it would have been cut from a TV show of today's times. Just it was such a random. Then Bobby Trendy comes over. He's still back in the picture. He comes over. It's time for Anna's custom furniture to arrive. A huge puce couch comes with a huge back. She's rolling around on it. He comes in and says this.
Anna had told me that she loved gold and the feeling of softness and velvet, and she loves the color green.
They go to her bedroom. She wants the whole thing in pink and white fur, striped, and then he wants harem drapes around the bed. I used to want harem drapes. There's something sexy about a mosquito net or a canopy that seems attractive, but really, what's it really going to do? Is it just for the vibe? Who's hiding behind those curtains? You never really know. It's just extra places for the killer to hide. But hey, I'm not Anna Nicole Smith and I'm not Bobby Trendy, but I don't know. I also think she's high, so she's trying to tell him she wants pink and white stripes, horizontal stripes all throughout the room, and then a leopard backsplash of fur. I can't keep up. Oh my God. This one? I'm going to smell the myrrh again. Oh my God. Love it. Sponsor me, Diptyque. Oh, also, I should shout out Dave's Nuts. David's Nuts. I'm going to get the copy correct, but Dave's Nuts, I got your email, and yes, you can sponsor the show. More info on that later. Okay. I think it's Dave's Nuts. Maybe it's David's Nuts. David's Nuts? David's Nuts. Anyway, he's a guy that makes nuts. So go eat them. Eat David's Nuts. He sponsors the show. He doesn't pay me or give me any nuts, but he sponsors the show. That's all it takes. Just tell me that you want to be a sponsor and I'll say your brand's name. That's how easy I am. See, Diptyque didn't even send me these candles. And I'm shouting them out. Not that Diptyque needs any help. Wow, I really love doing this from my kitchen. I am into it. I also have to shout out, I started a new meal delivery service called Eat Clean Bro. Don't laugh at me. Eat Clean Bro. It's the worst name. It's so embarrassing. It's so douchey. It's the best. I love it. My life is forever changed. It's easy. It's delicious. I know what's in it. And it's not disgusting. And it's not gross looking. The other one that I had was called Catered Fit. No shade. I'm sure they're great. I used it for 6 months, and I just wanted to barf every time. Just things were soaked in some sort of weird, gelatinous, viscous sauce. But Eat Clean Bro, absolutely. Anyway, I thought about that because I saw my microwave here. I just got this microwave too. It's from Target. Even though I'm boycotting Target because they got rid of their DEI. It was before that. I'm just kidding. It was yesterday. Bobby Trendy. Here's another clip of it.
My favorite color is pink. It's a very feminine color to me, and it's just very foo-foo, and I'm kind of a foo-foo kind of a gal.
Basically, she wanted a prom dress to explode. So that's what we did for her. How about this? Paint this whole room pink. Just do the back wall in fur. And in front of this door in fur. Just those two places. Two drapes like this open in leopard. When you come in here, the ceiling is fabricated in leopard with a chandelier in the center. So then when you come in, it's like Cleopatra's tent. We can make fabric like this, like in a harem's tent, like a tent. That wouldn't be very much to do here. It's so much fun once this is all done. You'll know.
Before they establish going to Magic Mountain, Anna sets it up by saying, Kimmee and I are very close. We're like sisters, but we do have our spats. Here's that.
Me and Kimmee are really close. We're close like sisters.
Your lips smell yummy.
Awesome. And even though we're really close, we still have spats about, like, I want to go to Magic Mountain, and she does not want to go.
So I guess prefacing Magic Mountain with Kimmee and I have spats all the time is that Kimmee hates theme parks. Anna Nicole loves them. So she's forcing her to go. I won't play the clip, but they're on their way there and they're having a knockdown, drag out fight. She gets out of the car. Anna Nicole gets out of the car and calls Kimmee a bitch. All just because she's being honest about not liking roller coasters. It's fine. Like, some people don't like them. I used to work at Six Flags. Okay. So I personally know there are levels. There are levels to people's affinity for roller coasters, especially. Back to teeth, I knocked a tooth out one time at Six Flags Magic Mountain, where this episode takes place. Magic Mountain was one of the best ones. Six Flags Fiesta Texas, where I worked, didn't have the roller coasters that Magic Mountain had, but Magic Mountain's older. It was so fun. Watching this episode brought me back to my college days, and I also used to go there stoned, so there you go. One question is, they brought sugar pie. I didn't realize you could bring sugar pie. I didn't realize you could bring dog to a roller coaster park, but I guess if you're Anna Nicole Smith, you can do whatever you want. There's this shot of sugar pie taking a shit after they get off the Ninja, and I'm glad, all inclusive. I could never bring Pete to Magic Mountain. She makes Kimmee get on the Goliath ride. So Kimmee's not really writing things. Anna Nicole gets on. This is such a boring episode. I'm just going to say it. This is like, honestly, this is the most boring one yet. She goes to the dentist and she goes to a theme park. Now we're getting sad. And it's only the 4th episode in the season. This is it. But the Kimmee making out and the Kimmee kissing and the Kimmee bouncing up and down and like, seesaw, like that. This is macabre. We're in a bleak, like, there's hints of David Lynch all throughout this episode. And it's like, it's a little bit Three Women with Sissy Spacek and Shelley Duvall. It's a little bit that with Kimmee and Anna Nicole. It's a little bit Mulholland Drive, like I said, David Lynch. It's a little bit where does one end and where does one begin, and the power plays, and who are these two women, and where does Kimmee begin and Anna Nicole end, and like, is Kimmee just, how much sex are they having? Because they're clearly having it. At the end of the day at Magic Mountain, after they've been through all they've been through, Anna Nicole finally gets Kimmee to get on the scariest ride in the freaking park. The one that slingshots you up to the very, very, very top and then drops you. I've never been on that ride. That's too scary. A roller coaster I can get behind. You know what? Andy and I went and we broadcast from the grand opening of Universal Studios Epic Universe in March or May. And it was incredibly fun. But Jordan and I, our producer Jordan, for those of you who listen to Sirius XM, we were running from thing to thing to thing, and we had the whole park to ourselves. And we were like, oh, let's go ride this roller coaster. It seemed scary. It was the scariest roller coaster of my life. I think it's called like Twin Racers or something, Speedy Racers. And a month later, a guy died. Excuse me, I almost threw up. It was so scary. A guy died. People die on these roller coasters. There were so many stories growing up in Texas of just like the roller coaster would fly off and people would die. Like, how do more people not die in a roller coaster? Like, not even talking about Fabio and the bird. Just, it's a dangerous that you're hurtling through the air with no windshield. Birds are everywhere. The wheels could break. Why do we like being on a roller coaster? I think it reminds us of being before we come into the womb, before we, when we're out there in the ether and we are choosing, they say we choose who our parents are. We choose to come to this life and learn lessons. I feel like being on a roller coaster makes you feel like you're out there floating in the ether, untethered, racing through space. And it reminds us of being home. That's why I think we like being on roller coasters. I'm sorry. These have made me delusional. It's the faux de bois. I have no oxygen in my brain. At the end of the day, they ride on the slingshot thingy. They get thrown toward the ground. Kimmee's crying. And Anna Nicole gets... her teeth start hurting again, so she has to go back to the dentist. End of the episode. Wow, thank you for joining. You know what? I'm going to release this as just a little tiny mini episode just to keep the train running, just as a little Thanksgiving thank you for all that you guys are doing, supporting, and being lovely. And listen, stick with me because next week will be better than this. I don't know what this was. This was a kitchen experiment. This was a candle sniffing kitchen confidential. Okay, the neon signs back there. It's freezing in New York. I also, okay, just to be totally real, I have a fake tooth that I take out when I'm not talking to someone or where people can see me because there's an implant healing, and in 2 weeks they're going to put a crown on it. It's going to be fine, but there's a freaking hole right here. Earlier today, a lady who I like is very impressive to me, who's a big TV writer and showrunner and producer and creator of big television shows, who I've known for 20 years, and I always want her to like me, and I always want her to say, "Oh, you're talented. Come right on my TV show." She's so great, and I haven't seen her in like 5 years. I'm walking through the West Village, my friend David and I, and we were on our way from one point to another, and we walked past Magnolia Bakery. Disgusting, basic. Who goes there? Lame tourists. But I go, you know what? I want a cupcake. I walked in there. I got one. When David wasn't looking, I took my tooth out and I put it in my pocket. And I'm unwrapping, just because like it's dark. I can shove it in, I'll eat it, and then I'll put my fake tooth back in. And as I'm unwrapping the Magnolia cupcake, I've got the box, I've got another bag full of shit. I'm like holding things, and I'm unwrapping this cupcakes because I'm going to wolf it, inhale the whole thing. And out of my periphery, a hand just comes out of the darkness, like Halloween haunted house corn maze. And it's this woman, and she says, "John." And I screamed, shocked, and then I realized it was her, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you." She's like, "Here's my husband. Here are my 2 daughters. Oh my God, nice to meet you. Oh, you need to meet my friend David." And as we're talking, I'm like, "Oh, we're reliving. We're talking about friends who have passed. We're catching up, blah, blah, blah. Great to see you. Love you. Walk away. We're laughing about the cupcake, blah, blah, blah." Leaving, I realized the entire time I've been talking to them with a crack hole in my tooth. I was so embarrassed. I would take it out now so that you could see how bad it is, but I'm too embarrassed. But the whole time, I just feel like she was looking at me like, what happened to this guy? He has no teeth. This guy's missing a teeth. This guy used to be so cute. And now he's toothless. Not homeless, but toothless. Anyway, thank you for joining. Stay with me. Next week, we're going to be on episode 5. And I will have a guest. Although I like doing it by myself. Okay, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for you. Most of all, love you.